More than 1 billion people live with neglected tropical diseases, shattering the lives of impoverished children and communities around the globe, including the Philippines. These diseases are called neglected because until recently, they received little attention from national health policymakers and donors. Neglected tropical diseases, or NTDs, are normally found in tropical climates and cause mental and physical impairments and even death. Of the 17 NTDs in the world, 7 are in the Philippines: lymphatic filariasis, schistosomiasis, soil-transmitted helminthiasis, food and waterborne diseases, leprosy, rabies, and dengue. Addressed properly, NTDs can be prevented and eliminated. The provincial maps of selected infectious and neglected tropical diseases will help you understand NTDs and how to eliminate them. One of the most prevalent and dangerous of the NTDs is lymphatic filariasis, caused by parasites transmitted from person to person by mosquito. Arms and legs and even genitalia swell and harden. Circles on the map indicate the prevalence of lymphatic filariasis. Prevalence rate for NTDs is the number of people who test positive for a disease, divided by the number of population examined, multiplied by 100. If the microfilaria prevalence rate is more than 1%, indicated by a red circle on the map, the whole province is declared to have the disease, and mass treatment with prescribed drugs should be done. Mass treatment means 85% or more of the population must take the drugs. When prevalence is less than 1%, the circle is green. Only selective treatment is done, with only those who are positive made to take the drugs. Blood surveys must be done regularly to determine success of the mass treatment. According to the Department of Health, lymphatic filariasis can be considered eliminated if the prevalence is less than 1%. Schistosomiasis is the second most devastating parasitic disease in the world after malaria. Untreated, it becomes a chronic, debilitating illness, harming internal organs. Schistosomiasis is transmitted from persons and animals to other persons and animals via a type of snail that thrives in rivers, irrigation canals, and rice paddies. If schistosomiasis and the other NTDs do not appear in a map, it means the disease is not present. If the prevalence rate is more than 1%, the whole municipality is deemed to have schistosomiasis, and the target population of 5 to 65 years old must be treated with praziquantel. Regular stool surveys determine success of mass treatment. Red-colored snails mean a body of water is infested. Green snails mean it is not. Soil-transmitted helminthiasis, on the other hand, is prevalent in all regions. It is transmitted by eggs of parasitic worms present in human feces, contaminating places where sanitation is poor, such as where people practice open defecation. People get the disease when they eat contaminated food or eat with dirty hands. They can also get it through skin penetration, such as when they walk barefoot on infected soil. Another NTD in the country is rabies. The virus is transmitted by the bite of an infected animal, usually cats or dogs. Rabies kills around 200 yearly. Rabies cases refer to deaths from the disease, shown by a red circle. Leprosy is caused by a bacteria that affects skin, nerves, and mucous membranes, leading to an inability to feel pain and eventually to loss of parts of extremities. Leprosy has been eliminated as a public health problem in the Philippines in 1998, but DOH continues campaigns to prevent resurgence. Leprosy cases are pinpointed on the map by a colored balloon. Inside the balloon is the number of cases. Dengue is no longer a neglected tropical disease in the Philippines. It is a viral infection resulting from bites of infected mosquitoes that breed in stagnant, clear water. Dengue cases refer to those who contracted the disease, whether patients died or not, shown on the map as a violet circle. Malaria is no longer classified as neglected either. Mosquito bites transmit malaria parasites. Patients have fever and headache and can die from it. Green circles indicate where malaria cases have been reported. Philippines has a challenging political geography with over 100 million people spread across more than 7,000 islands. This results in many geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas, or GIDAs. GIDA communities are separated from mainstream society physically and socio-economically. Government services are hard to deliver to these communities because of distance, presence of armed conflict, or other factors. GIDA areas are yellow on the map. GIDA areas affect how well or how hard it will be to eliminate neglected tropical diseases. Aside from GIDA, two other environmental factors impact the elimination of NTDs: access to level 3 water supply and access to toilet facilities. Level 3 water supply means households have access to piped water. Although quality water is not given, mere access to continuous water supply will greatly help prevent the spread of diseases. Toilet facilities are sanitation fixtures used primarily for the proper disposal of human feces and urine. Ideally, 75 to 100% of households in an area should have access to piped-in water. The ideal rate for access to toilet facilities is the same. If both are achieved, the municipality is listed under a green bar in this matrix. When less than 25% have access to these environmental factors, the municipality is placed under the red bar. Malnutrition in children can indicate the presence of parasites and poverty. It is caused by inadequate food intake, parasites interfering with the body's ability to absorb nutrients, or both. The map shows the percentage of children 6 years and below who are malnourished. Ideally, 0 to only less than 5% of this age group are malnourished. The map also shows the ratio of the health workforce for every 1,000 population in a municipality. The health workforce includes doctors, nurses, midwives, medtechs, barangay health workers, and others. The good news is that we have the knowledge, tools, and resources to prevent and possibly eliminate these diseases. For lymphatic filariasis, schistosomiasis, and soil-transmitted helminthiasis, the main strategy is mass drug administration. The map shows the results of previous mass treatments for worms. A red bar marking 85% shows whether provinces are performing on or below the target. The Philippines has reached elimination level for leprosy, with less than 1 case per 10,000 people. This is sustained by heightened surveillance for new cases and treatment of old cases. Responsible pet ownership is key to eliminating rabies. Pets must get regular anti-rabies vaccine to avoid infection and must be kept on leash. And when bitten by an animal, a person must get an anti-rabies vaccine immediately to prevent progression of the disease. Dogs, carabao, and other warm-blooded mammals should not wade in schistosomiasis-infected waters. They can get infected and spread the disease to others. For malaria, the strategy is early and accurate detection and treatment. Like dengue, malaria is best managed by controlling the spread of mosquitoes and encouraging families to take means to prevent mosquito bites as part of vector control. Some strategies combat multiple NTDs. Any strategy to control mosquitoes will help malaria, dengue, and lymphatic filariasis elimination. Combating neglected tropical disease is not the job of DOH alone. A public that is knowledgeable about the diseases and cooperative in elimination campaigns is key to effective control. A local chief executive who works closely with health officers on NTD programs is crucial. Let's do it. Let's eliminate neglected tropical diseases.